At any museum you've gone to, you've probably seen these white jackets present. Hi, I'm Darrah Steffen, the paleontology curator at Pioneer Trails Regional Museum, and I'm here today to talk to you about how you build a fossil jacket. A fossil jacket is used to safely remove bone and associated material from the field. It can be a single bone, such as this, or a string of bone, such as this hadrosaur vertebrae. So let's go through the steps involved in safely removing a fossil from the field. The first thing that happens is that paleontologists prospect for fossils. This means that they go into areas where rocks are a certain age and look for the indication of fossilized material. After locating a fossil, the paleontologist must clean around it to identify what it is and also see where the fossil ends. It is during this time that glue is applied to cracks, but most of the preparation will be done in the setting of the lab. Excavators also dig around the bone to create a pedestal for it to sit on top of. This makes it easier to remove in the end. In the next few steps, we are actually going to be constructing the fossil jacket. You want to make sure you have plenty of plaster, burlap, and paper towels. And don't forget the water. The first thing you do to build a fossil jacket is cover the fossil in wet paper towels. This protects the fossil from sticking to the plaster. This also provides a cushioning for the fossil in areas where it may be broken. You want to make sure that your fossil is completely covered so that it is safe in the journey home. Now it is time to mix your plaster. Every person has a different way of doing this. I prefer to mix my plaster to the thickness of a milkshake. No matter how you like to do it, you want to make sure all the powder is mixed in with the water and that you get most of the chunks removed. Now it is time to add the burlap wrappings. This makes up the bulk of the jacket and keeps it safe and secure on its transport home. To build the jacket, you roll the burlap strips into the plaster, making sure that it is completely covered in the plaster. Then you lay the strip out across your covered fossil, making sure you contour to the shape of the bone. These steps are repeated over and over until the entire fossil is covered, also ensuring that you get under the lip of your pedestal. Once the plaster is dry and has hardened, it is time to remove the fossil from the ground. The excavators must carefully dig underneath the fossil until it starts rocking on its pedestal. As it starts to move, the excavators then flip the fossil over, revealing the underside. If everything went according to plan, the entire fossil will be in the jacket that you built. If not, some fossil may have been left in the ground. In this instance, you do the best to recover everything that you can, and then it will be pieced back together once it gets back to the lab. The fossils are then transported back to the lab where they are cleaned and made ready for research and display. That concludes the process on how to build a fossil jacket. I hope you learned a lot today about how fossils are brought safely back from the field. Thank you for talking with me today, and I hope to see you again soon.